Sawadi, Sabaidi. Come for a walk with me down Khao San Road, Walking Street. I was here last year. I don't remember there being so many clothes stores and market stalls along the side. A little bit disorientated because it doesn't look or feel like it did last year. It might just be me. Maybe it's exactly the same and I just can't remember. Getting old, you see. See, you don't get this in Pattaya. You don't get all the food stores either side. Literally, it's a walking street with about 4 or 5, well not even that I think, maybe 2 or 3 food stands. And one barbecue, one fruit. I think that's about it really. Here, there's loads of food, loads of clothes, lots of stuff on offer. Of course, I'll get a copyright, you know that. But I'm getting used to these copyrights. I've kind of steered away from coming to walking streets and anywhere that's got music, mainly because of this reason. Well, the reason of copywriting, but not just copywriting, the fact that it's just too much mayhem, too much, just too loud basically. Too much going on for my life. It's a sensory overload. That aspect, that hasn't changed at all. Exactly the same as it was last year. Just as busy, just as loud. Just don't remember seeing this many clothes stores and food stores. Unless I'm not in the exact same spot as I was last year. I have to admit, apart from this venue here, nothing else looks the same. I know I'm definitely in the right area now because I remember this bar here. Wrong video actually, I think. What's that lady doing? It's not like lady boys are super keen. Last time I was here, a year ago. Not that any of you can hear me right now, but too much noise. Let's see if it seems to be getting a little bit quieter as I'm moving away. Or maybe not. You only have to move a few feet away from one bar. That's the trouble, you see. It's a competition. It's not a competition who can play the music the loudest. It's a competition to get the customers. The best music, I assume, wins the day. Yeah, as I was saying, I was here a year ago. Near enough to the day. Yeah, probably is actually, near enough to the day. So I arrived in late May. And yeah, it was a few days after I arrived. So actually it's just over a year ago I think. And I came to one of the dispensaries and had a little bit of a chat with the staff, made a video, which I think I later deleted by mistake, but that's not important. What happened was, after a while of being in the shop, there was a bit of a commotion outside. So like everyone like started looking, you know, they were like shouting, a lot of Thai people shouting. So I came out. I finished doing what I was doing anyway. So I came out and had a look to see what the situation was with the noise, you know, what the activity was going on that's causing so much mayhem. And as it goes, it was a couple of the locals were trying to grab hold of the one of the local girls. I'm assuming one of the, should we say, ladies of the night? Yeah. And yeah, this one lady was pulling on this other lady, like, don't go, no good. I'm like, oh, all right, what's going on here? And basically there was two young girls in their early 20s, I'd say. I mean, it's a year ago now, so it's hard to remember exactly, but say mid-20s to maybe possibly late 20s, but probably no older than that, I'm pretty sure. And 3 Russian men. That's right. The maths doesn't add up, does it? 3 men, 2 girls. Well, there was 3 girls, but I'm assuming by the fact that one of them was dressed in like a suit, you know, like a woman's blazer and skirt, looking very office-like. She, I assumed, was the madame. And I was tagging along, trying to listen, and the girl that was pulling on them, I was trying to calm her down, you know, J-Yen. And she did. She almost knocked a motorbike over, but luckily I caught it before it ended up on the floor. And about 10 minutes later, she goes zooming up the road at breakneck speed on her flashy motorbike. And then one of the Russian guys, the one who was talking to, I assumed what was the madame, basically realised that I was keeping an eye on what was going on and trying to listen and all that. So he wasn't too best pleased by the fact I was listening in. Like, what do you want, you know? Just kind of listening, mate, that's all. Just listening, see what the situation is. And, you know, I wasn't backing down, he wasn't backing down. He was becoming more and more aggressive, and I basically had to stand my ground. I threw out a line to them because I didn't really particularly want to be having to deal with 3 Russians. I mean, one's bad enough, you know, 3 is kind of impossible, should we say. So, yeah, I threw a line out there. Look, guys, if we have a fight and the embassies get called, your embassy's going to take you back to Russia and put a bullet in your head. Maybe you'll come. So, yeah, 2 of the 3 looked at each other, looked at the ground and thought better of it. But the main aggressor, the guy who was talking to me, or should I say trying to intimidate me, just wasn't having it. He wasn't backing down at all. So, as it turns out, he comes for me because he's pissed, intoxicated, sorry. I managed to overpower him and get him on the floor. Well, unfortunately, my shoulder strap bag came, I don't know how exactly, but it came off my shoulder, which which was really odd because obviously it went over my neck, so how it then came off, really don't know. Anyway, it ends up on the floor, literally a metre or two away from where I've got this guy on the floor. I've kind of got the better of him, and I see out of my corner of my eye, shit, there's my bag, and everything is in there. You know, my passport, my wallet, my money, everything. I bought, I think, over that first few days, because I was going to do like a survey to see, basically I went to about 6 or 7 different shops and bought the same strain of broccoli. Look at this motorbike, this is so fucking cool. Look at that. Where's that all come from? All that fairing? That ain't standard. Huh. Cool. Anyway, yeah. So getting sidetracked there. Stop it, Mikey. So yeah, I then get off of the guy because I'm like on top of him, and go to get my bag. Go and grab it, which is literally like 2 feet away. So all I have to do is stand up and kind of take one step and crouch down, and I'm going to get the bag. And as I'm doing that, there was a policeman there the whole time, by the way. As this argument is going backwards and forwards, there's a policeman literally feet away from me, and I said to him, you happy with this situation? And he just blanks me, he doesn't say sod all. And yeah, so then the policeman then goes and grabs my arm. I think he probably had the cuffs already in his hand. Grabs the cuffs, whacks them on me. Yeah. He wasn't best pleased. I mean, I was protecting myself. I wasn't the aggressor. I was just basically standing my ground, not letting a bully, a Russian pedo bully, push me about. Sickos, that's what they are, absolute sickos. But hey ho, what can you do? So yeah, I then get carted off to prison, off to a jail. Not like in the UK, if there's a fight, they arrest both parties and do the interviews, this, that and the other, ask for statements, you know, witnesses and all that kind of stuff. And then the police decide which one is the you know, the injured party and who's the you know, the aggressor. And but that doesn't work like that out here in Thailand. And I don't know if the guy or one of his friends, whilst this is all happening, paid the policeman some money. I don't really know. I really don't know. I don't know if any money exchanged hands. The Russian guy just went off with the girls and his madame. Probably can't see me very well right now. So yeah, great fun, huh? Great fun. I get carted off to the police station, Lupini police station, and the night just goes from bad to worse after that. Yeah, really goes from bad to worse. Yeah, it's a long story. I may sit down at some point and put it out there for everyone to bloody string across these barriers. Can't believe you see it in the dark. Oh, I have to step over it. Oh no, I can walk around the end. So yeah, I didn't have the best time that night. Lost everything. Well, actually, I say I lost everything. That's not true. The actual bag went walkabouts, but I managed to. I don't know if because a lot of stuff spilled out, and some stuff was put back in the bag, just not my around the neck wallet, which obviously had my important stuff in. Oh yeah, went to the police station, made a report, And I was lucky, I was damn lucky. I mean, they did try it on, the old bill, they did try it on. When I went back the next day, they said, you know, oh, you come back tomorrow, make your report. Went back the next day. One of the staff showed me a picture of my wallet, you know, my bag, my around my neck, like pouch thing. And oh, great, fantastic. If you've got that, you'll obviously have everything that's inside it, clearly, because obviously it was all zipped up. And they said, oh, it's not at this police station, you'll have to come back. And I said, all right, when? I said, oh, I'll come back tomorrow. I went back the next day, so like 2 days after the event then. And lo and behold, I speak to a different police officer, of course, not the same one I spoke to the previous day. And the police officer that I'm speaking to, I want to get over there, but it might be a bit impossible because there's lots of traffic. And yeah, the police officer I then saw the following day. No, we don't have it. We haven't got it. And I said, well, how's that then? Because yesterday when I was here, when you told me to come, like I did, I was shown a picture. One of your officers showed me a picture on his phone. So basically, you've lost it then. And with that, she disappeared. She went to speak to someone, and lo and behold, it reappears. Now, I can't, hand on the heart, honestly say exactly how much money was in the bag. I really can't. Let's come to this monument, by the way. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so let's walk and talk and even enjoy the monument. Right? Let me get up the top here so you can actually see some of the detail, huh? And yeah, she then comes back with my bag, with my passport, all the important stuff, my wallet with my card, and of course, the money. Like I say, I don't know, I think I brought 36,000 baht with me in cash that I exchanged in the UK. I brought with me. And like I say, I spent the first few days going from shop to shop, and Bangkok is not cheap when it comes to buying broccoli. It's very expensive. So I think I probably spent in approximate money, I think around about, must have been at least 5,000 or 6,000 baht, there or thereabouts. And then obviously you have food, hotels. Well, actually you didn't have to pay for a hotel because I did that on Airbnb or booking.com, so I didn't have to pay for that. But obviously food, transport, and you know, whatever, you know, expenses. So and you know, going out and having a few drinks and all that. So out of the 36, and I think I spent at least, like I say, 5 or 6, maybe more, on the broccoli. And 28,000 came back to me. So I'm sure maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4, possibly went. I consider myself very, very, very lucky. I was de-arrested, obviously, because you know I didn't actually do anything. I was just defending myself. Obviously, the policeman didn't realise at the time that I could speak basic Thai. So, of course, when I got to the police station and started conversing with them there, it obviously went down well. So the handcuffs came off. I had bloodied up knees from obviously fighting on the floor, so my knees were all scratched up to hell. And they cleaned my cuts, you know, my grazes on my knee. Weren't deep, you know, just grazes. But yeah, they cleaned me up, de-arrested me, and then a young man came out of the police station. I don't know if the officers had said something to him before he actually came out of the police station, because Lupini police station has a massive, obviously, police station, but at night time that's kind of wound down a little bit. So the main station, or at least it was the night I went there, the main station itself is closed at night time, and there's like an office on the outside, like a hut on the outside of Lupini police station, and that serves as like the night station, I suppose. Whether or not the cells in there as well, I don't honestly know. It doesn't look very tight, does it? This looks like a Roman scene. Very bizarre. Anyway, yeah, this young guy comes walking out, and like I said, I don't know if the police officers said anything to him beforehand, or whether or not, you know, he just saw me because I was de-arrested. The cuffs came off, you know, at the same time they were cleaning my knees up, and like I said, the cuffs came off. So I was just like sitting on this bench, like, what's going on, you know? At the time, I like didn't go anywhere, because even though they're taking the cuffs off, you know, they didn't like actually say, "Oh, you can go." They just took the cuffs off. This young man turns to me as he's so happy to be released from the prison, or from, you know, the police station. He's like bouncing. You can literally see the bounce in his step as he's walking out of the prison, out of the police station. And he turns to me as he's got a couple of his friends waiting for him. Do we do this side? Yeah, he's got a couple of friends waiting for him, like 20 meters away, sat underneath a tree. And he basically says, "Give me a second, I've just got to go see my friends over here, and then I'll come back." And he went over, said a few words to his friends, one male, one female. They gave him these 2 backpacks, and then he came over to me, and then his 2 friends disappeared. Oh, it's the same scene again. Is it the same scene again? Right, it's definitely the same. Well, it looks more Thai on this one. Yeah, he comes over, and a couple of the policemen. When I first arrived, there was like 10 policemen outside, like wondering what was going on. But by the time, you know, my knees had all been cleaned up. Although I'll tell you, I'm missing a part. Before the young man came out, literally not long after I'm like placed on this bench outside this, you know, nighttime police station at Lupini, this beautiful lady turns up, very nicely dressed, and she's like in front of me, I don't know, like 5 meters in front of me, and the police officers, because she's a very beautiful lady, are like in a circle around her in front of me, and she's conversing with them, she's talking to them, she's chatting away, and she's speaking really quickly, and I'm not really understanding what she's saying. And she looks at me, and I can kind of gather she's there to well, I don't know why she's there, because like I say, she just appeared out of nowhere, like bloody Mary Poppins. She just literally, 1 second I was looking at something, and the next minute I look again, and this woman's there, and she's talking to these policemen. And I say to her, "Port Pasatay, couldn't port Pasatay Real Mai Khao Jai, Port Pasatay Cha Cha Hom Khao Jai." Yeah. With that, she literally just disappears. She does one, she's gone, she vanishes. So the police officer said, oh, she's a lawyer, she's a solicitor, she's here to help you. Right, okay. So, what? How did she get here so quick? I haven't really even been arrested or anything. So, you know, I actually think I think she may have came from the Khao San Road. She might have seen what was going on, and like a police liaison officer or something along those lines. Because how did she get to this police station so quickly? Because it was literally within, well, actually felt like seconds of sitting down on this bench. This woman's appeared, and she's, you know, if the main police station was, you know, open and functioning like it does in the daytime, I think, oh, she'd just come out from. I mean, she may have come out of the main police station. I don't know. You know, maybe it's not like closed. It's maybe just close to, you know, going in there or, you know, making, you know, booking people in and stuff. I don't know. But anyway, she disappeared. And then not long after that, the policeman, because she's the beautiful lady's gone, she's gone. So then the officers, all of them, every single one of them, not one of them then stays outside. They all disappear inside. So no police officers at that point. Just me on the bench, and there's like on the entrance to this building, there's a bench either side of the entrance. I'm on the one bench on the left hand side of the entrance, and there's an old lady on the other bench on the right hand side of the entrance. And she was babbling, you know, gibbering on the way, and I've worked with mental health patients, so I kind of figured that she wasn't, you know, the full ticket, you know. She had a bit of a screw loose, you know. She had mental health issues, so I was ignoring her, you know. I mean, I wasn't really understanding exactly everything she was saying, but I just ignored her. As you would, wouldn't you? You know, there's no point in engaging with someone who's completely, you know, wacko. So yeah, I was just ignoring her. But this young man, he came and sat with me. He checked my pulse, so I asked him why. The policeman apparently is worried about my heart. That's not surprising, because I did try and, you know, fake, you know, some heart palpitations, because I thought, you know, I'd rather go to the hospital, you know, than the police station. So I was trying to, you know, kind of fake a bit of chest pain to see if they'd take me to the hospital instead. But that didn't work. But that's why the young man obviously then checked my pulse. It wasn't racing, it was fine. By then I'd calmed down. You know, the initial adrenaline had worn off. I was just a little bit scared, to be honest with you, because, you know, you just don't know what's going to happen with the police out here. You know, which is obviously, they know this. This is a well-known fact. The people are frightened of what might happen to them if they have police involvement. So, you know, and I understand it, I get it. And I was one of them people. And we decide that we're gonna make a broccoli sandwich. But unfortunately, neither one of us had any tobacco, so we're not able to. And in these two backpacks, these two bags that his friends just gave him, you know, they're like proper big backpacks, you know, was absolutely full to the rim with broccoli. Probably hundreds of thousands of baht worth of broccoli. And neither one of us has got a cigarette. And this crazy woman keeps on chirping away to him. And I tell him, like, just ignore her, mate, she's pee-bar, you know, she's crazy. So, like, just don't give her the time of day. And we start talking a bit more, and then she's still, you know, gibbering on. And he runs up to her. I mean, he's already told her once to like wind her neck in, be quiet. She's not listened. So he's run up to her and like faked to kick. Yeah, he didn't kick her. He didn't make in contact with her. He just faked to kick. Yeah, as if to say shut up, you know, and like a fake kick. And then he turns around after doing that and starts to step toward, you know, back towards me. And I mean, he didn't say what he was going to do, you know. So he just, you know, runs over, does his fake kick, and I'm like, oh, you know. And then he's turned around and started to walk back towards me. The crazy woman, when he done his fake kick, sat down on the bench, and as he runs up to her to do that, she's like basically waited until he's turned around, so he's not watching her at this point. He's turned around, walking back towards me, and in the split second that he's done that, she's stood up, but in the process of also standing up, she's bent down and picked up this metal bar that was basically at the side of the bench. And with that, she's basically lifted it up and planted it right on the top of his head. And he just collapsed in a heap. Blood coming out of his head. Yeah. Blood coming out of his head. I don't know how well you can see me, because for a change I've actually got it on forward facing camera, so I'm not looking at myself as I'm recording. So I don't know how well it's coming out, how dark it is. So yeah, he's now on the floor. He's on blood coming out of his head. Obviously we're outside, so the light isn't great. I can't really see the gash. All I can see is the blood pissing out. I'm trying to do my best to, you know, because the woman went to hit him again when he was on the floor, and obviously with that I run over and take the metal bar off of her, and then with that the police obviously hear the commotion or see the commotion, and they come out. They don't rush to you know, do anything to her, arrest her, put her in cuffs. Don't do anything to look after the young man who's just literally, you know, potentially had a life-threatening injury to him. They looked after my knees, yeah, remember that? They looked after my knees, cleaned up my knees. But this guy who's, all intents and purposes, could literally die. I mean, obviously they called the ambulance, you know, and they got there fairly quick, to be fair. And it's like, where's Farang, where's Farang? Westerner, talking about me. Where's Farang? I want Farang. And I kind of